Try.
Looks like there's people on again.
Trying to be.
Where's the piano?
I don't have a pianist.
Oh, really?
It looks like there's people on there.
Hi, if you're watching, can somebody type something in chat if you can hear me? We're good. I just want to make sure this is working. Just one thing in chat, just so I can see that this is working. Just like a yes, a thumbs up, something, so I know we're good. Maybe. There are 20, it says there's 21 people live.
Liz says, hey.
Liz says, hey. Beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm so glad this is working.
Okay, great.
Okay, I'll be in my office if you need me.
Thank you so much.
And Arthur, I think, is listening to you from there. We're all set to go.
Hello! Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm very happy that you guys are able to watch me perform some really great horn music. I'm so excited that I get to play it for you today. All the music today will be horn alone because I don't want to risk anyone's health or injury or anything like that. So I decided that I needed to do a recital of all horn alone music. There is also a theme for most of the music. Almost all the pieces of the 9 pieces I'll be playing today were written by female composers. The first one, however, was not. It was written by an Israeli composer, Yaakov Mishori, and this piece is called Prolonged Shofar Variations. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right, for our next piece, well, I guess for my next piece, I shall be doing a piece by Ricardo Matsusinos. He is a Portuguese horn player, and he wrote this piece that I'm going to be playing, Reflections, Opus 71. Now, this piece really stood out to me because I was looking for more horn alone music, and I was having trouble finding some. And I ran across this piece. And the entire point of this piece comes down to his program notes, which start with, "The entire world is crying." And I really felt that in this time of turmoil that we're kind of going through right now throughout the world, this piece is a perfect representation of all the unrest throughout the world and all the people who are unable to speak up. So I chose Reflections because I feel it really speaks volumes today. Thank you. Thanks again. Thanks again so much for joining us again. All right, so that was Reflection. Now for a slightly different change of pace. For those of you who know me, you probably know that one of my favorite composers is Mahler. And because I love Mahler, I wanted to pick a piece that was similar enough in style to Mahler. So this next piece was written by Daniel Black, who's actually a flautist. And he wrote this piece to be in the style of Mahler. He also dedicated this piece to a female horn player, Kara Sawyer. And that'll lead to all of the other pieces, where all of them will be written by female composers. Oh, I guess I forgot to say the name. This is Soliloquy. Thank you so much for joining me so far. Thank you very much. That was Soliloquy by Daniel Brown. For the next section of this recital, we're going to be playing solo horn pieces by all female composers. And I'm very happy that we have 6 more pieces for you that are by female composers, because female composers don't always get the same recognition as male composers get. When we think of famous symphonies, we don't think of any famous symphonies by any female composers, which is just very unfortunate, because as you'll hear in these pieces, female composers are fantastic. In fact, some of them might be better than their male counterparts. So I'm very happy that I'm playing a recital of almost all works by female composers. So, without further ado, the next piece I'll be playing is called The Final Battle Cry. This piece is by Alexis Carrier. This piece was actually inspired by a poem, which goes like this. A warrior, bedecked in leather armor, alone amidst the cold fog, caught in the gloom of a never-ending dusk, stands within a sea of death, his homeland struck down by the plague of war. With no brethren to call from, he raises his sword, as the figures of his enemies form against the disappearing horizon, and continues to stand in courage as he gives the final battle cry. I want to thank you all once again for joining me as we go on this little adventure of all different types of music and from all different composers. So the next piece is called La Calavera, and it was written by Alice Gomez. Now, her inspiration for this piece was when she was looking through the loteria cards, which is a popular and traditional game in Mexico. It's very similar to bingo. And on one of the cards, there was a skull and crossbones, and that was called La Calavera. And so she became enamored with this card. So enamored that she wrote this piece, La Calavera, for unaccompanied horn. But she had difficulty with the piece because she felt a little haunted while she was writing the piece. I know, a little unusual, but very interesting for sure. So the only way the composer, Alice Gomez, was able to actually finish this piece was by feeling like some soul from beyond was communicating with her and adding a little bit of their life's legacy into the piece. So, I really hope you enjoy La Calavera. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm very happy I get to share this magical adventure with you, because that's what music is. It is a great adventure. I really hope you're all enjoying this. To change the pace a little bit, this next piece is a comical piece. And I guess you would be able to get that from the title. This next piece is called I Threw a Shoe at a Cat, and it's by Catherine Lacuda. Now, this is a piece in 4 movements, and this piece was actually written and dedicated to a French horn player in Australia known as Peter Luff. So, I'll tell you a little bit about Peter's story. He's a horn player, he has a cat. Well, you're probably expecting me to say he threw a shoe at his cat. He actually didn't. But he saw 2 cats fighting in an alleyway. And he was like, that shouldn't happen, I need to break it up. So he grabbed his shoe and he threw it. Unfortunately, while he did this, he also threw out his entire shoulder and was unable to play his horn for months at a time, which is just awful, but also quite a little bit comical. So, Catherine Lacuda wrote this piece for him as a recovery where it kind of talks about the incident, where he was unable to play for months because, again, he threw a shoe at a cat. So it's in 4 movements, as I said before. The first movement is theme. So it's the little theme that I'll be playing. You'll hear some strange noises, a little bit of cat sounds, and some more unusual sounds, but that's the theme. The second movement is a waltz. Very clumsy, very unsteady, kind of moving ahead uncertainly. The third movement is called Yaz. Now, the reason it's called Yaz is because Peter pronounces jazz as Yaz for a joke. So Catherine Lacuda decided, I'm going to make this movement a little jazzy movement and call it Yaz. And then, of course, the last movement is the finale, where if you know any horn music, you might hear the semblance of a recognizable horn theme. But without further ado, here is I Threw a Shoe at a Cat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. That was I Threw a Shoe at a Cat. This next piece that we will be playing is the shortest piece on the program. It's because the next two pieces are actually by the same composer. This composer is Lydia Bustler Blaze. I heard her music over the summer, and I just absolutely loved it. So I actually contacted her and bought these pieces directly from her. And she was so nice and welcoming that I'm very happy that I can play these next two pieces. The first one that I'll be playing is called Nightbird. And this is a short little fun horn piece that was written for Peter Wright. So I hope you enjoy Nightbird. Like I said, it is very short. The piece after this is actually known as Appalachia. Now, this piece is made to represent the first colonizers of America as they're exploring the Appalachian and really trying to settle there. You have all the hard work they're going through, all of the tireless effort that they have to go, all the digging, the exploring, the big expanse of mountains, all that whole area. So if you've ever been to that area, you know what it looks like. And I really feel like this music captures that, and it captures the people from there. So this is Appalachia, and I really hope you enjoy it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you guys tuning in, you guys streaming, and you guys and hopefully enjoying my recital. I have one last piece for you, and this piece is another multi-movement piece. However, there's not really titles of the different movements, but I'll talk you through what some of the movements are about. This last piece is written by Erica Ralph, and it is called The Confessions of St. Augustine, and it is a tone poem for solo horn. Now, if you're like me, you probably didn't know anything about St. Augustine, because I didn't either, but I had to learn a little bit for this piece. So this basically goes through St. Augustine. He was a bishop, and he was very involved. He really wanted to change things. He really wanted to adjust people, and he wanted people to do right. He wanted people to be kind. He wanted people to help each other. And from that, you have the beginnings. So in the beginning, you have all this little bit of confusion, this angst, everything that goes behind it. It evolves a little bit, but it still stays a little angsty. Then it gets faster as the confusion, and they get really into it and really start to understand what he's about. Before we move on, and you'll hear the mystic voice. And the mystic voice is of a child in a garden. And you'll be able to hear that section as it sings out. After this little section, you have a glorious fanfare of St. Augustine being announced as the bishop of Hippo, because that's what he was known as. And then before then, you jump into the debate, where he's arguing and they're screaming. And not only that, they're at the bathhouse in Sosius. So they're screaming, they're yelling at each other, they're whipping towels around. And then eventually, you realize there is a victor, and that is St. Augustine, proving his point. And you'll hear a glorious fanfare to end out the whole thing. But without further ado, this is the Confessions of St. Augustine, written by Erica Ralph. Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining us. I'm so glad you guys were able to be here and able to see this and able to join me virtually. It means so much to me. Thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, that was my recital. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. Feel free to reach out to me. And thank you so much for everyone who stayed and watched. Again, thank you.